For years, medium format cameras have dangled this impossible promise in front of us: breathtaking, world-class image quality. But with a catch. And that catch has always been a slow, sometimes maddeningly unreliable autofocus. Every professional, every die-hard enthusiast, knows that gut punch feeling of missing a perfect, once-in-a-lifetime shot because the camera just couldn't lock on. You know what I'm talking about. The light is perfect, the composition is singing, but the focus just hunts and hunts. And then the moment's gone. Well, if the rumor mill is to be believed, Hasselblad is about to flip the entire script. According to a flood of credible leaks and alleged distributor information, the X2D II is coming. And it doesn't sound like a simple update. It sounds like a revolution. The big rumor is a groundbreaking LiDAR-based autofocus system, supposedly pulling tech from self-driving cars and putting it right in your hands. Today, we're breaking down all the shocking leaked specs, what they could mean for you, and whether this is the camera that finally perfects medium format. The context beyond the X2D II. Let's get one thing straight. The Hasselblad X2D II is an absolute work of art. Its 100-megapixel sensor, with that legendary 16-bit color and 15 stops of dynamic range, creates files that are just unreal. Hasselblad's natural color solution gives you skin tones and palettes that feel true to life. It's a camera for the artist, for deliberate and thoughtful work. But its greatest strength has always been tied to its most talked about weakness, the autofocus. While moving to phase detection was a big improvement over older models, it still felt a step behind the times. It lacked continuous AF, it could get tripped up in low contrast, and for many photographers, it was the one thing holding the camera back from being a true do-it-all machine. Now, thanks to a whirlwind of rumors, FCC filings, and info supposedly coming from distributors, it looks like the successor is just around the corner. And it seems Hasselblad hasn't just been listening, they've been plotting a coup. The one shocking spec LiDAR autofocus has arrived at. This is the one. The feature that could change everything. The Hasselblad X2D II is rumored to be the first medium format camera with a DJI-developed LiDAR autofocus system built right into the body. So, what even is LiDAR? It stands for light detection and ranging. It's the same tech that lets autonomous cars see the world in 3D, firing out laser pulses and timing their return to map everything with pinpoint accuracy. Now, just imagine that power being used for nothing but nailing focus. The rumors are getting specific, too. There's talk of a system with roughly 76,800 ranging points. Let that sink in. The current X2D has 290 for phase detection points. This wouldn't be an upgrade, it would be a complete paradigm shift. What could this mean for you? Potentially, a solution to almost every autofocus headache that has ever plagued medium format. Low light, low contrast, messy backgrounds. The leaks suggest these problems could become a thing of the past. Because LiDAR isn't just looking for contrast, it's actively measuring distance. It doesn't need a sharp edge to lock on. It builds a depth map of the entire scene, which could allow it to snap into focus with a speed and confidence that, until now, has really only belonged to the top-tier full-frame cameras. This is Hasselblad not just catching up, but if the rumors are true, potentially making a massive leap forward. The supporting Revolution -8-stop IBIS is if a wild new AF system wasn't enough. The X2D II is also rumored to get a massively upgraded 5-axis in-body image stabilization. The current model has a very good 7-stop IBIS, but the leaks claim the successor will push that to a mind-blowing 8 stops of compensation. Think about that for a second. 8 stops on a 100-megapixel medium format camera. This could completely change what's possible handheld. We're talking about the potential for crisp, clean shots at unbelievably slow shutter speeds. Imagine capturing the silky motion of a waterfall while keeping the rocks tack sharp, all without a tripod. Or shooting portraits in near darkness, using just a sliver of ambient light, and still nailing it. This is more than a convenience, it's a creative unlock. It frees you from being chained to a tripod, letting you shoot more spontaneously. When you pair that freedom with the rumored confidence of LiDAR autofocus, shooting handheld in almost any situation becomes a reliable reality. This one-two punch of rumored AF and IBIS feels like a huge statement from Hasselblad. They want this camera to be used everywhere. A workflow game-changer of storage and ergonomics. Hasselblad knows who its users are, and the next rumored upgrades prove it. The X2D II is expected to keep one of the best features of its predecessor, that beautiful, built-in 1TB SSD. It's a workflow dream, offering fast transfers and the security of internal storage, while a QFX Type-B slot is reportedly still there for backup or expansion. But the leaks also suggest the camera will feel better to use. Rumors point to refined ergonomics, including a new 5-way joystick for quicker control over focus points and menus. This has been a frequent request from current users. There are also whispers of an extra customizable button on the back for more control. The screen is also supposedly getting an update, with a higher resolution and the ability to tilt further down, a small but huge quality of life win for anyone shooting at high angles. These aren't as flashy as LiDAR, but they show a deep understanding of the user. They're the kinds of changes that make the camera feel less like a tool you have to fight and more like an extension of your own eye. Put it all together, and these rumored specs are positioning the X2D II as something special. This isn't just an update. It feels like a total rethink of what a pro medium format camera can be. If you're getting value out of this breakdown, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Now, let's get to the big questions. What's the competition look like? What will it cost? And when can we actually get one? The competition, price, and release date. You can't talk about medium format without talking about the elephant in the room, Fujifilm. The GFX series, especially the GFX 102, has been a dominant force. But based on these rumored specs, Hasselblad isn't just playing Fuji's game, it seems to be creating a new one. While the GFX 102 is a hybrid powerhouse with incredible video features, the leaks about the X2D II have been almost entirely focused on still photography. It appears Hasselblad is doubling down on being the ultimate stills machine. It's a bold move that carves out a clear identity. If you're a hybrid shooter, the Fuji is probably still your go-to. But if you're a stills photographer who demands the absolute best image quality, handling, and now, supposedly autofocus, the X2D II is making one heck of an argument. Now, the price. This is purely speculation, but given the significant tech upgrades, many are guessing the X2D II will land somewhere in the $8,500 to $9,000 range. This would be a pretty modest bump for what sounds like a massive leap in capability. And the most exciting part, we might not have to wait long at all. Multiple sources, reportedly citing Hasselblad distributors, are all pointing to an official announcement on August 26, 2025. That's right around the corner. So, let's just take a breath and recap the rumors. We're expecting the return of that glorious 100-megapixel sensor with its 16-bit color and 15 stops of dynamic range. We're hearing about a game-changing LiDAR autofocus system with tens of thousands of ranging points, promising to fix the biggest weakness in medium-format photography. We're hearing whispers of a class-leading 8-stop IBIS system that will revolutionize handheld shooting. And on top of all that, smart workflow upgrades like a 1TB internal SSD and better ergonomics. If these leaks are true, Hasselblad isn't just launching a new camera. It's making a powerful statement. It's saying you no longer have to choose between ultimate image quality and modern, lightning-fast performance. With the X2D II, it seems you can finally have it all. This isn't just an upgrade, it's the potential fulfillment of the entire medium format promise. But that's just what the rumors say. I have to ask you, what do you think? Are these leaks the real deal? And if they are, is LiDAR autofocus enough to make you upgrade or even switch brands? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you want to be the first to know when the official news drops, make sure you're subscribed with that notification bell on. Thanks for watching.